Hey friends, so we are back out here once again at London Heathrow, Terminal 3, as you probably would have guessed. Who do we like flying with? Well, we like flying with these guys, Virgin Atlantic, and this is Virgin Atlantic's base at Heathrow, Terminal 3. The reason we like flying with Virgin Atlantic, the reason we do it so often is because we are flying club members and we use air miles to do our flights. So we don't necessarily intend to fly Virgin Atlantic all the time, it's just kind of how it happens and the flights end up being cheaper. But we are on another travel day. We love a travel day, and this one is different. It's weird. It's not an Orlando one, so forget about that this time. We are heading to the east. We are heading to China, our first adventure in mainland China. Now, we did Hong Kong last year, so if you haven't checked those videos out, there'll be a link in the description. But China is a whole different beast, and we will have a separate video up to kind of explain things on how we went about booking it, what you need, all of that kind of thing. But it was a lot more complicated than we initially anticipated. We are going to do a bunch of things over there. We are firstly going to Shanghai Disney Resort, so we'll be ticking off another castle, which so excited about. I've taken you guys along to 5 Disney resorts, and they have been good. And we are also going to go to Universal Studios Beijing. Now, Universal Studios Beijing is the newest Universal resort at the moment until Epic Universe opens. Been open for a handful of years. There's not a lot of English-speaking videos out there for it, so quite excited to get over there. I'm going into Universal Studios blind, so forgive me on the videos, but I'm so excited to go to Disney and Universal in China. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you guys do enjoy the video throughout, give us a thumbs up, I do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. And it would be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's take to the skies. Here we are, we're back at Terminal 3, Virgin Atlantic and Delta. They code share. Virgin's actually just joined SkyTeam as well, which means you can use your Virgin miles on a whole bunch of other airlines, Korean Airlines being one of them. There's a couple of Japanese airlines you can use, KLM I believe as well, so they've got a good amount of variety this time. Well, this is busier than I've ever seen it before. It is absolutely mad. So he actually just directed us down here. Oh, cheat code. Right, so we've got an interesting one as well. We've got our bags, we're going to drop our bags. Normally they let you select like seats and stuff. What we were told yesterday is the airport has taken control of the seat map, so you can't book any seats. We're going to be assigned our seat on check-in. So I hope we get a good seat together. Technically, Becky and I have booked separate like bookings, so let's see. Right, bag drop, Zone B. This one isn't actually that bad. It is the start of school holidays, so that might be why that one was pretty awful. We are through, and
it's not weird at all. It's done this.
We've got our flight up there, 11:40, VS 250. Gate shown at 10:40. So there we are. Gate shown at 10:40. Now we're going to go through duty free. We always are in this terminal, and we never buy anything from duty free. I don't think duty free is much cheaper though. Not anymore. It used to be really cheap, but now you've got Amazon. Oh, Timothy Chalet. Woohoo, hello. Timothy Chalet. Willy Wonka. He's actually more famous for June now than Willy Wonka. Right, we're going to go and grab a bite to eat before we get on the flight. Maybe a Nero or a Pratt. Sadly, there is not a Starbucks. And I am a Starbucks basic one. Fiend. A Starbucks fiend, Becky says. Let's go with that. I think that's the kindest thing she's ever said to me, to be honest. We found the Kinder section. And look at these new things. Kinder Innies. I've never seen them, but these guys look really cool. They look, you know what? They look like BNBNs.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if you knew what BNBN is, because now you're like, BNBN, do 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 do, BNBN, do 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 do. kind of want to buy stuff, but 10 quid, probably get them online. So we have the normal stuff in the airport. We've got Yo Sushi, we've got the Curator. There's not a lot of like great food here. We've done a little bit of a tour of this before, so if you do want to go and check that out, we've had a couple of Orlando travel days where we've gone from here, so I'll link a couple of those down in the description. I'm going to go and grab something from Pret, get some hot food from Pret, like a bacon roll or something. We're going to get fed on the plane, right? So we've got our Pret. What have I gone for even? It was like a bruschetta and mozzarella hot baguette. This was like $6.50 for the baguette. I got a brownie, of course, so we'll have that on the plane, and then I've got a drink down there. So all in total, it came to like 15 quid. It's so expensive. So we did have a little bit of an issue during check-in because we booked separately. We called up Virgin yesterday, and they said, "Oh yeah, we've linked your bookings, so you'll definitely be sat together." Turns out that was a complete lie. They did not link our bookings at all, so we had a bit of a faff trying to get seats during check-in. So I haven't got a window seat, we've got an aisle seat and a middle seat, which is okay, you know, at least, you know, if you need to go to the bathroom, you can get out nice and easy.
It did take a few attempts to get them to sort out.
It did take a few attempts, like Becky said. Originally they were like, oh, you're in 50 and Becky's in 58, so not...
And then they offered us 2 across the aisle, so 2 aisle seats.
Yeah, it was like 58 C and D, and then she was like, oh no, that's gone, as she's trying to do it. So, and we couldn't book our seats beforehand because the airline took control, or the airport, sorry, took control of the seat map. So, kind of sucked. We will put in a complaint about that. It's frustrating because I always say to you guys, Virgin is who we love to fly with. We don't have any problems with them, but in this case, yeah, we've had a problem. Also, we had a celeb sighting in the airport. We met Tom Fletcher from McFly and Giovanna Fletcher, Queen of the Jungle. Cool. We got a picture with Tom. Didn't get a picture of Giovanna because she was like looking after all the kids, and that's really quite rude. We were very polite about it. We weren't like, oh my god, let's take a picture with you. You know, we obviously asked him. But anyway, I'll put a picture in of that now. And Becky was super duper excited. Big fangirl moment for her. She was a proper McFly fan. Back in the day, she's still a big fan of Tom Fletcher, stalking his stories on Insta. And Giovanna, actually, we saw her in a show on Broadway. Not Broadway, sorry. In the West End. The ghost one.
222 A Ghost Story.
222 A Ghost Story, and she was fantastic in that. Props to her. The girl was doing it with a broken leg or broken foot as well in a thing, and she was like climbing ladders and all sorts whilst having a broken leg. So fair play, Giovanna. Thank you. Yeah, so we're just waiting for our boarding gate to be called, and then we'll head on to the plane. We've been called. We are gate 31, so everything's the same way in T3. It's all down this way. So heading down here past Wagamama's and Pret.
We love a travelator.
We do love a travelator indeed. We are on the travelator. Don't walk into people on the travelator. Coffee in hand. Glasses on.
Wife to push your suitcase.
Wife to push the suitcase. She's a darling, isn't she? She is a darling. And there we're stopped right in the middle of the travelator. Awkward. Look at this vending machine. That's amazing. Do you remember playing Top Trumps back in the day? Like, I used to love Encanto Top Trumps, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Moana.
That would be really cool because they'll have all the characters.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is so cool.
Disney quiz.
These are amazing.
500 questions.
Oh my days.
How much is it?
I don't actually know. Right, let's do...
Push to start.
Push to start. Oh, what? Let's do 207. That's £7.
Oh, not bad.
That isn't bad for airport. Alright.
How much is the Disney quiz?
Okay, so what is that? That is 603. 13. Not terrible, not terrible.
For 500 questions?
Yeah.
It's quite a chunky box.
I am actually
It's
quite
like that
tempted.
You're welcome.
Alright, we did it.
Chunky.
That is chunky. Oh. $12.95.
How long do you reckon that'll keep us going for on our 13-hour flight?
So we're flying out today on a Boeing 787, I believe, and we are flying on Leading Lady. So Virgin obviously names all of their aircraft, so we've been on quite a few. I'm not sure if we've been on Leading Lady or not yet. It is pretty rammed in here, nowhere to sit. There's one or two, but yeah, really not anywhere together. So we're just standing on the side. Oh, it's the old wishbone seats. But we're not going that way, sadly. We're going this way. Didn't have enough vouchers to upgrade. Got the premium economy cabin here, and we did actually fly premium on one of these planes, the Boeings, back from Tampa recently. So I'll put a link up in the top corner so you guys can go and check that out and see what the premium experience is like with Virgin Atlantic. So we're seated, we are on our flight. We've got a middle and an aisle seat, and I'm not going to leave Becky in the middle seat the whole flight. I will let her move into the aisle seat. Probably. Yeah, so Virgin economy, we're going east rather than going west. It does have quite a lot of legroom. I'll show you guys in just a second. The actual situation is the same as a flight as if we were going to Orlando, New York. The layout of the plane is exactly the same. It is a little bit of an older plane, but the screen seems slightly newer. So I think it's one of the older planes that they've like redone. They've reupholstered the seats.
It feels quite like spacious. Like the ceilings are quite high.
Yeah. So I'll show you what Becky means. So as you can see, there is quite a lot of room, leg room as well. I mean, like I've got a significant amount of leg room. Becky's put her foot up there. We've got pillows.
I don't want my pillow. Let's put it up.
She doesn't want a pillow. We've got blankets. We've got headphones.
I bought my own pillow.
She has bought her own pillow.
Every time we go away, he goes, oh, I don't want a travel pillow. I don't need one. Then steals mine. Every single time.
We've got the convenience bag. We've got Red. We've got Vera and the safety instructions. Yeah, the seat itself is relatively new. It looks freshly upholstered anyway, at least. It's nice, and yeah, like I said, it's quite spacious. So we've just got the standard Virgin Atlantic safety video here with the superheroes and the guy having his dream. They tend to not do a proper in-person safety video anymore.
Keep your seatbelt on and pull the tag.
We've also got the Vera magazine here. This is what they give us on board, and it will give us some information about what Virgin are getting up to this month. What's on television. Let's show you the movies, because there'll be a full list of movies in here. This will change by the time the video comes out, but it gives you kind of an idea as to the amount of films that are available to you. So you've got a pretty amazing selection there. Then obviously television, audio, and it'll explain like everything that's available. and talk to you about things that are happening in the area. Just got hit by a trolley.
The trolley there.
Got hit by that trolley. Gosh. Right, and then we've got the Retail Therapy magazine. And this is just essentially your duty free. So, Pringles £2, Poppadoms and dips free.
£2 for a smallie? For a
smallie of Pringles, it's quite expensive. But then, I mean, it's cheaper than the airport still.
Is it? How much was my Pringles?
But yeah, so you can kind of see like the stuff. You can get makeup, you can get jewelry, you can get like sprays and perfumes, stuff like that. We've got ourselves some of the Smokehouse Barbecue Crunchy Corn Nibbles, small pack. Becky will pick a couple in her hands.
They're not very nice.
Yeah, they're not very nice. They're kind of like the same thing as the witches figures that you used to do. Weetos or something. Like you put them on and be like, ah!
Very corny flavour.
Very corny flavour. And we've gone for an apple juice, but you can get a lot of drinks. You can get apple juice, orange juice, you can get tomato, get alcoholic beverages as well, and things like that. So we're just set up. We've downloaded a few items. We're currently watching The Bear. So if you've seen that before, let us know your thoughts down in the comments. But we're enjoying it so far. Meal service! It is meal time, right? So we are about, what, an hour and 20 minutes into the flight, I'd say, and we've had our meal service. So for the main meat-filled dish, you've got sweet and sour chicken Hong Kong style with rice. And that'll come with this, I think there's like a quinoa salad. Cold.
Quinoa?
Is it quinoa?
Who are you?
Is it quinoa?
Quinoa is how Americans say it.
Quinoa.
Quinoa.
And then we've got a plant-based chocolate orange ganache. We got Jacob's crackers. We've got a little block of Cathedral City cheese. And then a bread roll as well. A plat roll. Very posh. A plat roll. Yeah, very posh. Gone for another apple juice. And Becky's got creamy spinach and butternut squash pasta, and we'll take the lid off that now. So there's Becky's pasta. It looks quite nice actually. It looks quite creamy, quite cheesy. So we'll give these a try and let you know our thoughts after. Also got the new Virgin Atlantic cutlery here. It's like a eco-friendly paper-based cutlery.
But they're really good for paper.
They are good. Yeah, they're still quite solid for paper.
There's no bend in it.
No, it's pretty good. And then also with the pots here, they use like a cardboardy recycled material as well, which is nice, but the food does get a little bit cold in it. So by the time it comes around to you, it's not the hottest, but still nice. Okay, so we've just had our meal selection. As you saw, I had the Hong Kong style sweet and sour chicken with rice, and Becky had the spinach and butternut squash pasta. I mean, what are your thoughts? Which one did you prefer? Because we both tried a little bit of each.
I think the sweet and sour chicken definitely had more taste. Probably a nicer texture. Pasta was alright, but it didn't have much flavour. I cut up my little block of cheese and mixed it in, so it tastes different.
She did, and it made a mess everywhere. But it did have a lot of flavour to it, yeah. So I think so, yeah. I mean, Hong Kong style sweet and sour chicken is essentially like battered bits of chicken in sauce. The problem is, that's fine if you get it from like a Chinese and it's going to be with you in like half hour. But that has been sat in that sauce for
a bit soggy.
Like 45 minutes, sorry, like 4 hours or something. So it was
kind of coming off.
The coating just came off. It was soggy, but it did have good flavour. It wasn't like that weird, like super tangy sour stuff. So like I quite enjoyed that. I'm not a massive sweet and sour fan. If I go to the Chinese and get sweet and sour chicken balls, I don't get the sweet and sour sauce. I'll get like a curry sauce or a satay or something. That's how like I don't like sweet and sour sauce, and I enjoyed that meal. I enjoyed your pasta as well. I thought the pasta was cooked really well, but it did not have enough flavour. If we hadn't added the cheese to it, you'd have just been like, a bit plain. The chocolate orange ganache though, plant-based chocolate orange ganache,
It's always nice though.
those ones are
Yeah.
so flavourful. They had a lot of flavour and they're so strong, but like a good strong, not sickly strong.
Yeah.
So overall, pretty good selection. I mean, I know there's a lot of like, I guess discriminate is not the right word, against like plain food. It's never amazing.
Hate for the plain.
Hate for the plain food, yeah. It's never amazing. It really isn't. But we're not going to get like a £1/4 cheeseburger and chips, you know. We've just got to be realistic in that. When you get into premium, yeah, you do get like a chow mein or something, or then when you get up to upper class, I mean, we had like basically a full English breakfast one time, and that was nice. But you're in cattle class, and you know it keeps you going. We're on 12-hour flights, so we're going to have 2 meal services. So we show you guys what the breakfast is like. I think it's like supposed to be like close to a full English-ish thing.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
So it's like sausage, a bit of bacon, an egg frittata,
Which
maybe.
is good, 'cause usually when it's the second meal, you only get like a yogurt or like something.
Yeah, we've had like the afternoon tea sandwiches before,
Yeah.
and we did get a bacon roll, didn't we? Coming back from Tampa before, that was
Yeah,
nice. That was
yeah.
really, the bacon roll was really nice. So I'm interested to see what the breakfast meal selection is like. It's a bit of a weird flight time because we've left the UK at like 11 AM, and because of the time difference, we're going to be landing in Shanghai at I think like 8:20 in the morning. So we're effectively losing the day
Or losing the night.
or losing the night. So you know we're probably going to get
It's going to have a very long day when we land.
yeah. So we're probably going to have a bit of sleep now. The way we'll wrap this up, take you to our hotel and show you sort of the process to get to the hotel and what it's like. And I'll give you sort of like a brief overview of the room, and there will be separate videos for a hotel tour, and then we'll roll into a video that'll be like us going around Shanghai, super exhausted, and experiencing like what Shanghai has to offer for the day. So it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Stay tuned for that, and hit the subscribe button, and you'll get notified when we post all these new videos. So we were just looking at the Wi-Fi options on board. Messaging is $2.49, that's just your instant messaging like WhatsApp or Messenger or iMessage. Basic surfing is $12.99 for the whole flight. Surf with basic speeds for the whole flight, including social media. Premium is £30 for the whole flight. Get productive with premium speeds for the whole flight. Supports all needs for business productivity, including VPN, but it doesn't do video streaming. And then you can buy a video stream package, which is $25, so you can kind of do it in conjunction with each other, I suppose. Premium surfing.
If you're rich.
If you're rich, yeah. Or you're expensing it on a business trip.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so you don't miss out on a day's work. We've come to the back in the galley to check on the snacks. We've got some salt and vinegar crisps, Porter's biscuits, and pretzels. So the other thing on these long flights is you do need to get up, you do need to stretch your legs and walk around a little bit. There's quite a lot of space down here at the back galley. So we've just come down the back, and this is where the crew do all of their stuff. They've basically switched the plane to night time now, and we're just walking around here to stretch our legs.
Night mode activated.
So we've just got our second food item. We've got a mini cheese toasty. This is in addition to the snacks that we had at the back of the aeroplane.
About 6 hours into the flight.
Yeah, we're about six and a half hours in. Yeah, just like a little mini melted cheese toasty.
It's just half a sandwich.
It is just half a sandwich. Oh. So Becky's got the... Oh, it's just one bit of bread that they've like folded in half. I thought Becky had like the bottom half then. If you do have any allergies, you can always request special food items, and they'll bring those to you prior to bringing this one out to us. So it's breakfast time now. We have got our full English breakfast. So what we've got a little sausage there, we've got some beans, some scrambled egg, some mushrooms in there, and we've got these little like hash brown bites. We've got ourselves a little fruit salad, a vanilla flavoured yogurt, which I'm thinking might actually be... Yeah, I thought it was vegetarian or vegan or something, because I've seen this on lacto trays, so that's quite interesting. And then we've got a pan of chocolate as well. Pan of chocolate is sadly cold. Would have been nice to be warm, but that's a nice, I mean, it's a reasonably nice looking dish. And then we've got teas and coffees and things like that coming around as well, juices. You can still get alcoholic beverages if you'd like. And this is served 2 hours before landing in Shanghai. Alright, so we have landed in Shanghai, and quite a smooth landing on the way down. Can't see anything though, because smoggy, really smoggy. I didn't even know that we were like that close to the floor or anything, because couldn't really see anything out the window. 12-hour flight, 12 hours and 20 minutes, not too bad. We got a taxi now to the gate, and they said that would be about 15-20 minutes. A lot to do when we land, and I can't take you guys along for it, but I'll try and explain everything that we have to do. We had to fill in a landing permit for one, which had a fair amount of information on. This is in addition to our visa that we've already filled in most of this information. We then have to do a health declaration, we have to do fingerprints, and we've got to do an infrared temperature scan as well. So
my understanding was that the health declaration is an online form, so I think you might be a bit screwed if you're not use your phone, but
it might be an online form. We're going to find that out in just a second. But yeah, I mean, very smooth flight with Virgin there.
Hello everyone, very good morning and welcome to Shanghai. Just
pick
turning
back
on
up
to our parking stand now,
when
so
we're
just
inside.
please remain seated.
Here we are on Chinese kind of soil. It's actually a travelator, not soil, but close. There's Chinese soil there. There's a little garden. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to go and stand in that though. Do you not think that's real?
no, it's turf. Look.
Oh yeah, it is turf. Foreigners this way. We are foreigners. Right, foreigner fingerprint self-collection area. Ooh. Do we hand over our fingerprints ourselves? Just cut them off. There is loads of these self-collection fingerprint scanners just here. So it literally took 30 seconds. So now we are going to the arrivals and baggage hall.
Ignore the bloodshot eyes.
Oh, ignore the bloodshot eyes for sure. Right, immigration. Oh my goodness, like
A dream.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
15
It was
minutes?
quite a few different steps, wasn't it? It was fingerprints,
Health
then a temperature.
health declaration.
Yeah.
You didn't do a declaration, we just walked through and it was like the temperature gun pointed at you. But it wasn't somebody pointing it at you, they were like permanently fixed up here. And you just walked through and they checked your temperature that way, fine. And then we went to, like as if you're going to, you know, the US, you go to the counter. It was exactly the same in that prospect, but there were a few different counters. So for us, it's like we're visiting as a tourist on a visa, so we had a specific
we
counter.
had the visa beforehand, but then there was like, you can do like a 24 or 72 hour visa.
Yeah, so if
and
you're
that
in
was every
transit
day.
or something, you know, like, so if we were going to Japan, but we booked our stop here, then we could just do that 24 or 72 hour visa. And also hold that thought as well, because we might do that at some point. Follow along if you want to see that. But such an easy immigration process, so much easier than the US actually. Like, we had to fill in our landing cards, we passed out. Don't have to do that in the US anymore, but overall, really.
It needs things like your passport number, it needs your visa number, and they didn't give it to us until really late on in the flight, just as we were starting to land, so it was all a bit of a panic to get it done. But actually they've got them just outside of the immigration desks as well, and the queue was, I mean, maybe it's because we've landed quite early, but the queue, there was no queue. So if you need to spend a bit of time there and do it, then
bring a pen with you. Bring a pen with you as well.
We never bring a pen. It's for seasoned travellers. We're not very good at bringing a pen.
We don't bring pens for some reason. But yeah, we're pretty exhausted, and we've got 24 hours now, or not 24 hours. We've got a whole day that we're going to do in Shanghai now. Yay!
We're in for the bags. This tense time in our lives.
This is the longest thing that's happened so far.
Yeah, I hate this bit when you're waiting for the bag. You're like, is that ours? Is that ours?
And there's like hundreds of people. Look at this. All right, like everybody's over there. And then here it's dead, so it's just like, we've just come over here. I'm just waiting here instead. Also, it's really cute. This woman here in the green jumper is like putting everybody's bags upright. That's so sweet. Alright, we are actually officially in China. We've got out of immigration, we got out of baggage claim. Now we're going up to the second floor to get the metro. And hoping and praying that getting the metro is nice and easy here. So metro and maglev bullet train this way. There was also a sign pointing the other way as well, so we're gonna... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this policeman. That is so cool. I am thankful for travelators. I am so thankful for travelators. Okay, observation as well. Loads of stuff's been in English so far, at least at the airport. So, maglev and metro. Like, I know what a metro is, so I know where to go. That's nice and easy. I was expecting everything to be in Chinese. Mandarin. We are still in the airport. Becky is correct, yes. Quick thing, we came out of there and then the signs just kind of stopped for the metro and we were like, where is it? We asked a random person, they got a translate app out because they couldn't understand us, and it was basically like just here. So we've got to try and find out how to...
$3, is that like, that's like money, free one?
Yeah, I guess so. But how do you pay?
For those... Huh?
You can pay via Union Pay, WeChat,
or insert a bank pay.
Or this is pay by Alipay.
Let's do the Alipay one.
Or there's another grey one down there. What's the grey one?
The grey one is...
Okay, so Alipay? Yeah. Should we do the Alipay one? We have got Alipay, so that's good.
Let's do it on this one then. This one.
Okay.
So English.
Yeah. Okay.
So, should we just do 12?
Yeah.
We don't know how much it's going to be, do we?
Alright, so quantity 2.
QR code payment.
Okay. This is interesting, guys. Like, we're doing this with you along the way. Right, scan.
Scan?
Pay, receive.
Scan?
No, go back. Pay, receive.
No, it wasn't. It was scan.
Okay, scan. Oh shoot, Becky was right. I'm sorry. And then 24, and then you've got to put a PIN code in. This is our first time using Alipay. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that was actually like really simple.
This is a single journey.
Oh. So that was relatively straightforward to actually purchase. It kind of does say to us that you definitely need WeChat and Alipay when you come here. You're probably not going to get by without it. Because we couldn't even buy the train ticket there, it looks like. There may have been a way to get the train ticket without using Alipay, but because we had Alipay, we just did it quickly. We've got 3 changes now, I think, on the metro line. So we're on this this green line at the moment, which is... Oh, the next stop is Heitan-san Road. That's what it says here. I don't...
You want to see it on here?
I don't know what the line is called, but I will show you on the app.
Line 2.
Becky's saying line 2. So, we go from Pudong. This is the maglev. This is the bullet train. We're going to go up here, and we're going to go to Longyang Road. Then we're going to change...
To the
to the
Number 18.
number 18 down to the red line,
Number 11.
or we can change to the blue line, the like light green line. It doesn't really matter, but basically we're getting to Disney Resort. Okay, that's what it's going to be. And then we're just waiting here. We paid 12 yuan each for that, and it was.
But we don't know how far that takes you. That's the problem.
We don't know how far it's going to take us. Yeah.
It's a single journey. It says single journey, but I don't know how. I'm guessing that's a single journey anywhere.
Yeah, and that was £2.63 when we converted it.
For 2 people.
For 2 people, yeah. So the tube is busy. Well, it's busier down that end actually, to be fair. But there's nobody like down this end at all. Oh, we got a visitor. This guy. It's very smoggy out there. Can't see the skyline at all. You can probably see 150 meters, maybe 200 meters before it's just fog. It's one good thing that we have had so far though. Obviously getting on the tube was relatively easy, buying it was relatively easy because we had Alipay, but everything's in English. Like they're announcing the stations in English names and in Mandarin Chinese names as well. All of these boards up here are in English. It's been really easy so far. There's a car park here that's got thousands and thousands of pickup trucks in that don't even look like they're ready to be delivered yet. So I'm wondering if that might be the port where they're gonna.
There's some shipping containers over there.
That's the port. This is where our car came from. We didn't come here to see the birthplace of our car. We came here for Disney, but we're going to see the birthplace of our car. You never know. There might be like a Tesla dockyard here or something. It's really cool. Like, it's really cool so far. It's cleaner than I anticipated. The tube itself is like really good. The tube itself is much better than the London Underground. We're not underground though. We're kind of above ground at the moment. It's like DLR.
It's doing the job though.
But it is doing the job. So we have had a change of plan. We were going to stay on the tube the whole way to go to Disney, but we just put it into the maps because the maps weren't working when we were at the airport for some reason. We managed to get them working now, and it said it was 75 minutes. So we're going to get off at the next stop, and we're going to get. Right. Anyway, I'm not going to wait anymore. We're going to get off the next stop, and we're going to get what's equivalent to Uber here. I think it's called Didi. D-I-D-I.
This is the closest stop, I think, on this line to the Disney Resort. So if you're going to get a taxi, but you don't want to get one from the airport, because we were a bit worried about trying to find where you get the taxi from and making sure you get a legit taxi and all that stuff.
There were a lot of those. Hey, you want a taxi? You want a taxi? You want a taxi? Taxi guys at the airport. So we didn't want to do that anyway. So yeah, next stop we're going to get off. Becky said closest stop geographically to Disney, but obviously, you know, if you've ridden the London Underground, you know that we kind of sort of go around things like that, and then we'll just get a taxi from there. It'll be like £3, £4. So, you know, like this tube journey for us was $2.60 for both of us, so it's very cheap, really cheap. So we've just got a Didi. It's going to be 9 kilometers to get to Shanghai Disney. They got a cute little castle on the map as well, which is cool. Going to the Toy Story Hotel, so 32, which is about 30. Oh no, it's not. It's about £3.50. So confirm request express. We can get the cheaper one as well, discount express. One tap login. I've read and confirmed the conditions. Look at this. Like, you've got cherry blossom out. It's really nice. Becky just pointed out all of the mopeds are electric. They're silent. This is nice. This is really nice. Look. No sound. Apart from the beeping. You ruined it, boy! Hey, wow. So we're going into the International Tourism Resort Zone. So is this like an area that they've set up specifically to...
You can tell we're on Disney property.
Yeah, this is a lot
so,
different.
Like,
Americanized?
distinct, isn't it? Because it's like this in Paris.
Yeah, it's very Americanized. We're nearly there though. We are nearly there. Okay, that is Shanghai Disney there. So the castle should be just behind these buildings. That's a fire station. And then these are the show buildings. Oh, we can see the castle, we can see the castle, we can see the castle. Oh my goodness. That's like the 12th wonder of the world, the backside of the Shanghai Disney castle. And now it's disappeared again. We saw it for a brief second. Zootopia!
Yeah.
Oh, it's Toy Story Hotel. Steamy window. We've made it to the Toy Story Hotel. Yes. Oh wow, it looks really nice inside. Okay, so we are just checking in and give you a tour of the room. So we come in and just here on the right hand side we've got the bathroom. You've got a nice Toy Story motif around there. And then you've got a bath shower combo with a detachable shower head. It's always important. And you've got the Toy Story shower curtain there. We got some bag storage here. We just put our bags in there and lots of hangers. And we come in, we've got 2 double beds. Quite a large TV as well. We are on the ground floor. You've got the Toy Story Hotel, some really cute mugs there. We've got this little amenities kit which we will get to later. We've got what looks like a handwritten note here. We've picked up some food as well. And yeah, we're on the ground floor, so let's see what kind of view we've got. Let's see if we've got a view. No, not really. We don't have a view. So that's that. But yeah, cool looking wallpaper. You got a picture of Toy Story. It's fairly well themed. So yeah, that's a little overview of the room. Do it over here on the table. It's quite cute because it says Toy Story Hotel. We've got the map of the resort. They gave us our room number, what floor we were on, and we came in here and we sort of like went down this way. Very complicated actually. Very strange.
I think I don't know. Well, yeah, you can go across the courtyard there, can't you?
Yeah.
So I don't think anything's a particularly far walk.
No, and we haven't been in the courtyard. And then you've also got the activities guide in Mandarin. Yeah, everything in Mandarin, so that's unfortunate. But looks like alien painting, some making of something, playing with toys. That's only for 30 minutes though. Making aeroplanes, that's for an hour and a half. Running through the lobby for an hour. And then playing with Lego bricks for 2 hours.
Is that the same on the other side?
Feel free to edit the description of everything I just gave you. So you got something else, Toy Story Ray Room. Don't know what that is.
It's like Playroom, but if Scooby-Doo was there.
Ray Room, yeah. You've got the Mickey's Play area. You've got the Wishing Star Lake, and then you've got a play area. So these are around the Wishing Star Lake, and then you've got Donald around the lake as well. So those are outside of the resort. This is in the resort, as is this. Okay? Would be handy if this was in English though. Doesn't affect us, we don't have kids, but we'd love to show you guys what you can and can't do.
This package looks particularly exciting.
Okay, we're going to open this one first. The amenities bag that came in this packet. So Becky's just going to undo that.
Oh, it looks like plastic, but I think it's actually paper.
Okay. It's a sealed bag. Right. Okay. Oh, so it's actually just amenities kits.
A little toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Dental kit for kids.
Comb. And dental kit for adults. Okay. That's quite cool. That means they don't...
It's just got a little toothbrush. This has got 2 toothbrushes. 2 toothbrushes. And a toothpaste.
And toothpaste, and the adults will probably have the same, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, that's quite cool. Becky's more excited to open this one, though, that was left on the desk. So
Did you open it?
I haven't opened it, so let's open it and see what's in there. Okay. Oh, so we get like a little tag.
What is it? What is it?
Like a luggage tag.
Luggage tag.
That's quite cute.
Nice.
It's cardboard. Yeah, cardboard.
Might not last very long. But
No, it probably
nice.
won't. You probably won't use it actually for luggage. And then a little notepad, and that came in this little pouch that was left on
But
the
this looks like it's an Easter special.
Yeah. So you may not get something like this when you come, unless you do come at Easter. They might do one for Halloween. I don't know. The Asian parks don't get fully on board with Halloween. The final part of our travel day, and we've got ourselves some food from the Sunnyside Market. Becky's gone for, I think it's like Taiwanese pork or something.
Yeah.
And I've gone for curried beef. They smell amazing. The presentation is pretty good considering we got it to take away. We did try and go to the actual cafe, but that was closed unfortunately, so stay tuned for my rant on that on the tour video. So we're going to dig into these and let you guys know our thoughts. Alright, so that is the end of our travel day. We've just checked in. We've got into bed finally.
Exhausted.
Yeah, it's been a day.
It's actually been 2 days.
Yeah, it has. We left the UK at like 11 AM, which meant we got up at like 7. We left the UK at 11 AM on Saturday. It's now what, like 4
PM
in the afternoon on Sunday. And we haven't actually slept yet for more than like an hour here and there on a plane. You know what it's like sleeping on a plane. You just can't do it, right? It doesn't feel like a sleep. It's like, yeah. Anyway, that's exactly what it's like, Becky. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. But it was relatively easy though. Like tiring, but easy.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
nothing went particularly pear-shaped, did it?
No, nothing.
And everything was probably easier to navigate than I thought it would be. You've got options for the Tube or for Didi, depending on what you want to do. But
Didi is the Uber equivalent, by the way. I think I mentioned it before.
Yeah.
You get that through Alipay or WeChat. That's the biggest recommendation we can give you guys is get yourself Alipay, get yourself WeChat. They use it to pay for everything.
Get yourself internet before you come. Use Airalo or get another eSIM or something. Because you need to have... I don't know what the Wi-Fi was like in the airport. We didn't try it. But to get anything done, like even just to get on the trains in the first place, you need to have some access to the internet.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a learning curve for us, but it's not been hard because we knew those things. We came prepared for that part of it. So that was fine. Plane journey, fine. You know, the couple of children that were crying. But the thing with that is the parents are probably more embarrassed and they want them to shut up more than even you do, right? Like,
I think it's really hard because most of that flight was daytime back home, so kids don't understand that they need to
so that was
sleeping through.
That was a little bit hard, but yeah, as soon as we landed, immigration was perfect. The bags, we waited a little bit longer than I would like, but we were still sort of like on time at that point to what we'd planned. When we lost time was the tubes.
Yeah.
We lost time on the tubes because we were like, originally we planned on just getting a taxi, and then we were sort of like, oh, actually, are we going to find the taxi?
Sometimes, sometimes in airport situations it can be a bit difficult to find the specific place that they're allowed to come and get you.
Yeah, so
we've had that in France, we had that in Manila, did we?
Yes, we did have it in Manila.
Yeah.
You have to be in a certain space, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, let's get the tubes. It'll be quicker. It'll be easier. And it was easy, but it was slow. So
Yeah.
that's the top tip for that. If you've got the
And
time,
it was cheap.
It was really cheap. Yeah. If you've got the time, do it.
And it also depends on how many of you there are. So if you've got like just 1 or 2 of you, it's probably much cheaper to do it on the train. But if you've got like 4 of you filling a taxi, it probably...
a couple of quid.
Yeah.
A couple of quid each, yeah. And I mean, coming here took us like 30 minutes from where we ended
40 minutes
up.
it was,
Yeah, so it was fine. And then we had a bit of a gap in the day. We've come and checked in, as I said to you guys. We got back to the hotel, what time? Probably 9:30ish PM. Fireworks had just started. So
Yeah,
we got
it's
back
about 20 past 9.
We got back at what I would consider the perfect time, because there's nobody here, but they're about to come back and the place is going to be rammed in just a second. We thought, right, let's go and get some food from the main, what is it? What's it? Quick service. That's the word I'm looking for, quick service.
When you say main, you say only.
The only quick
That's
service.
the only food place here, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you've got a grab and go shop, but a grab and go like cafe, but yeah.
Yeah, that's all, but it's all kind of one thing, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of like they're pretty much tied together. And yeah, that was closed. The main only one was closed just as fireworks were finishing and the parks were kicking out. Disney, what? Like,
Doesn't make any
do you
sense.
not want money? Like,
Maybe it's because there's more families here and families would be eating that late anyway.
maybe it's really difficult for us to understand why that's a thing. Because, I mean, I guess, like, you eat once you come out of the park, but for us, like, they did have that little grab-and-go cafe open, so we did manage to get a couple of things from there, and they had a few menu items on there that, you know, like curries and typical Asian dishes, basically. That's
That was from the cafe, though, that they taken, because it's the same kit. It sounds like
the
it's
market,
the same kitchen.
maybe it was, that we went to or something?
We went to the market, but the food was from the cafe.
Yeah.
So they were still serving the food, they just didn't have
They
the
just
tables
cleaned
open.
everything, and yeah, so it was really strange. And the food was really good, by the way. The food was really
It was
tasty.
good, actually,
And it was
yeah.
cheap. We got 2 main meals with 2 drinks for £22.
I mean,
That's very reasonably priced.
it is tempting tomorrow to give the room service a go, but then if we get back here and they say no, or they say that there's nothing else on, you know, that they can do, then we're screwed.
Yeah, you
We're
are.
here with no food,
Yeah.
no way of getting anywhere else.
You can go down to downtown Disney,
Yeah.
but it's like that closes at 10:30 as well. So if you're in downtown Disney when the park kicks out, and maybe that is why they don't do a lot of food here, because everybody just goes downtown Disney and then
Yeah.
comes here. So, you know, maybe the resort wouldn't have even been crowded at that point. But it's just really weird. But the room overall, really, really lovely first impressions.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with the room. We're on the ground floor, or first floor, to our American friends.
It's
if
actually
you're
the
watching.
second floor.
Is the second floor in here, is
Here
it?
it is the second
But-
floor, because the Sunnyside Cafe is the first floor. She
Okay,
told me
but
this
we-
is the second
But we
floor.
come in
but
on
we
the...
come in on
Oh, so
this
we come in
floor.
on the second floor?
Yeah.
Okay, weird.
Yeah.
So it feels like the first floor then, but...
Yeah.
Okay, weird. Anyway, feels like ground floor, first floor, but it's actually the second floor then. I didn't know that, thank you. Yeah, really nice room. Clean, you know, quite sizable as well. We've got a lot of space. And yeah, you know, really, really happy. Just the hotel just lacking a few bits and pieces. So, you know, we'll cover that in our resort tour video and the room review and things like that. But yeah, that's the end of our travel day. It's been a
Wait to go to sleep.
it's been a travel day indeed, hasn't it? So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video throughout. It's given you a good idea as to what the experience would be like for you coming to Shanghai Disney. It is not as scary as you think it's going to be. You know, we were pretty nervous, even as like fairly seasoned travelers. I said to Becky, literally on the plane, I was like, I'm nervous, but I've got a feeling we'll be fine when we land.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it was like. We were fine when we landed. So yeah, crack on and do it. It's been really cool. We're going to get to the parks tomorrow, and then we'll really know whether it's worth coming or not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, don't just come for the hotel unless you really just like Toy Story and you've got to tick off all Toy Story related things, but you know, hey ho. Yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the video throughout, give us a thumbs up. Do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. And it would be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.